Today we are going to see the question answer of Act 1 Scene 2. These questions are based on your workbook. Describe the lottery referred to in the extract. The lottery refers to the choice of the right casket containing Portia's portrait from among the 3 caskets of gold, silver and lead. The shooter who will make the right choice as per the will of Portia's father will win her in marriage. Give the reaction of Portia as well as of Nerissa to the lottery. Initially, Portia appears to be anxious over the prospect of choosing her husband through a lottery devised according to her father's will. She feels sad as she can neither choose the one she likes nor refuse the one she dislikes as her husband. But later on she accepts her father's will. She says that she would remain a virgin like Diana unless won in marriage by some shooter fulfilling the condition of her father's will. Nerissa's reaction to the lottery was positive. She calls Portia's father pious and asserts the good man to have inspiration at the time of death. She consoles Portia by saying that she will be chosen correctly by a person whom she truly loves. Give the meaning of never be chosen by any rightly, but one who you shall rightly love. These lines mean that Portia will be chosen correctly by a person whom she truly loves. Number 5. Portia is a melancholic in the beginning of the scene, as it was the case with Antonio in the previous scene. What is the difference between Antonio's melancholy and that of Portia? Portia's melancholy is the result of her anxiety over the prospect of her future husband, while the cause of Antonio's melancholy is unknown. Number 6. How does this scene show a mood of melancholy, anxiety and suspense? The scene shows a mood of melancholy, anxiety and suspense. The mood of melancholy and anxiety is due to the prospect of Portia's future husband to be decided by the lottery designed according to her deceased father's will. This also creates an atmosphere of suspense. The conversation between Nerissa and Portia, Portia's comment on the shooters and Nerissa's reference to Bassanio as the best deserving of fair lady increase the element of anxiety and suspense in the scene. Number 2. Extract. Where are Portia and Nerissa? What are they generally discussing about? In what mood is Portia in the scene? Portia and Nerissa are in Rome in Portia's house at Belmont. They are discussing the lottery of the caskets and about the shooters who have already come to try their luck. In this scene, Portia is in a mood of melancholy and anxiety. Number 2. Who is the County Palatine? Why has he come to Belmont? County Palatine was a count from Palatine, the region on the west bank of the Rhine in Germany. He was a powerful lord who came to Belmont to win Portia's hand. Number 3. Who is the first prince described by Portia? What does she say about him? The first prince described by Portia is a Neapolitan prince from Naples, Italy. Portia described him as a dashing youngster and as wild as a young horse. He does nothing but talks of his horse. He further considers his ability to show a horse himself as a great accomplishment. Number 4. Who is the weeping philosopher? In which context is he referred to in the extract? The weeping philosopher refers to Heraclitus of Ephesus. He was a Greek philosopher who lamented the stupidity and folly of mankind and wept at everything in the world. Portia refers to him to describe County Palatine. She feels that since County Palatine is unusually gloomy in his young age, he will become a sad philosopher like Heraclitus when he grows old. Give the meaning of, and you will not have me choose. If you do not want me, choose anyone who you wish. A death's head with a bone in his mouth. A skull with a bone in its mouth. The emblem of a skull with 2 bones crossed underneath was usually known as death's head. Give a character sketch of the County Palatine. County Palatine is described as a gloomy and self-conceited person. He is always frowning as if to say that if Portia will not marry him, she may choose someone else. He is morose and sullen that even jovial stories don't make him laugh. He has an abrupt manner of speech and may become a sad philosopher like Heraclitus when he grows old.